the arms moved a bit, hasn't it? It should be down a bit more, right?
Yeah. Down a little bit more.
Push it
That's
more.
it. There we go. Let's get you.
That's the money shot.
Let's get your radiant beauty on screen.
That's the money shot.
It's literally sweat. That's the
Radiant beauty. What novels have you been reading?
Yeah.
The Radiant Beauty.
Shakespeare, actually.
Oh.
You've not read Shakespeare.
I'm going through a Shakespeare phase at the moment.
I'm going through a sunglasses indoors phase, and you're going through a Shakespeare phase.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Different.
It's just bullshit, isn't it? There's no way either of you have ever had a Shakespeare play.
No, I played Othello.
Oh my God.
Well,
Obviously.
I
I was also Scary Spice.
Shame is delicious.
Welcome to Shame is Delicious.
Yay!
With me, Darren Harriott.
Me, Eshaan Akbar.
And me, Helen Bauer.
Okay,
it's just nice to get in, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. And Helen Bauer, yeah.
I can't believe we've got Live at the Apollos.
Yeah?
Shame is delicious.
What's the name of your podcast?
Wow. Wow.
I thought you were going to go Love the Apollo. We used to have all the same agent. As I said, you just went straight.
Oh, we did all have the same agent.
We did.
Oh my God. No, we didn't. Not really.
Yeah, we did. It was all under the same banner.
Yeah, under the same banner, but not the same agent. I wasn't cool enough to be with the
Yeah,
cool
you did.
kids. I was with Vicky and Helena.
Yeah, but we was all under...
We were still in the gang.
We're still on the blue book.
And my podcast is called Trusty Hogs.
Trusty Hogs, that's
dare
the one.
you?
How long has that been going for now? Because I did it years ago.
You were like in our first 5 episodes. Wait, now it's going to come up that Eshaan hasn't been on it, right? Like,
Oh, you never done the podcast? Good choice.
I've never been invited. That's fine.
Good.
All that's happened is I've noticed. And also, your special is out on £800 Gorilla.
it will be out. Yeah.
there's clips.
special.
Yeah.
There's clips that start coming out.
That's
I do
it.
reels now. Can you
Reels.
believe it?
Reels.
Loved it.
I reel twice a week.
Who have you got somebody making the clips for you?
The company does it. The
wow.
American
I'm gonna do it, yeah,
special
fucking deal.
company.
Oh, wicked.
And that's coming out on July 13th. It'll be on YouTube everywhere.
I think you should just do more clips and release it a bit later. Personally.
I can't pick the release date. The company picks the release date.
But you want to make the most out of those clips and just keep building it till about
Han,
September.
I've got 6 weeks.
And is this?
Yeah, I know, but...
And is this your?
No, stop. This is always what happens.
ignore me.
I say one thing, and Darren gives
Darren
me
starts
so
shitting
much
on it.
advice.
Yeah.
From the moment I have started doing comedy, when I was brand new, he came in and was like, "This is your
Thank
career
you
plan."
so much for saying
it's
this.
exhausting, right?
Thank you so much for
I
saying
was
this.
always
Great.
great.
I lower your hand when talking to a woman, good man.
Yeah. No one gives more advice in the business than Dan
Unsolicited,
Harriott. Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah.
He, one time, the advice he gave
Helen,
me, I was new, I was so bad, and he went, "Here's what you do. Nominated for newcomer, go straight on Apollo." I was like, how is that a plan?
But you
And what
also-
happened? And what happened?
That's what happened. Yeah.
2 years later, I did
Yeah.
Apollo. But your plan is always like, it's like you see me like being a star, but
Yeah.
when I was brand new and really, really shit. So all of your plans were like, call up the Comedy Store, close and headline
Get on
every single gig.
Taskmaster.
Yeah. Hey Helen, have you considered doing Taskmaster? Like, what you do? Send a text.
I said to Helen quite early on, because I think it was probably one gig we did. And every time I'd gig with Helen, there was like 3 gigs. And at the end of each gig, there was at least one woman who would stand up and give her like... I've never seen that with any other act. Like, one woman would just get up and just be like, so... And I was like, oh, you're going to kill it with that.
With the babes.
With the babes.
With the babes.
And she's killing it with the babes.
Thanks,
She's doing it
Darren.
with everyone, to be fair.
Especially the babes.
So now I just need to go. He's like an uncle at a wedding who's just like, have you considered doing this with your
He's
career?
wearing his glasses indoors
Yeah.
the whole time. Yeah.
What advice does he give you?
Oh my god, so much. Everything.
Quit.
There is a
Quit?
Normally quit. Yeah, normally quit.
That's the main
Yeah.
nub of it. To be
But when I
honest.
say quit, I mean like die. Like
yeah,
actually.
kill yourself.
Oh my
Like-
God.
Like kill yourself.
That's what I mean when I say quit.
He's also told me the
I'm
various
like, you
ways
see
I
what
should
your
kill
mum
myself.
did? Do that.
Yeah.
Wait. I think you both need to say one nice thing to each other before we continue.
Eshaan, you know I love your hair.
That's really kind. Eshaan? To Darren?
I loved your hair.
Oh,
Now cuddle.
that hair. I shave it by choice like The Rock.
Okay.
Darren's obsessed with The Rock.
Helen, last time I saw you...
Yeah,
No, not last time I saw you. We did a gig at 99, as you do.
Yeah, classic.
And,
I'm always there.
You told me a very funny story that really made me laugh about, like, with your ex.
Wait.
I think you had sex or something.
Why did you sound like you didn't believe her?
Yeah, what the fuck? fuck? Like, I think Helen's not a
trying
virgin.
I'm trying not to give it away. If I
You
remember.
mentioned something about you, like, having the
The
sex.
thing is, famously, I don't have an ex. I have loads of guys that refer to as exes, but they refer to me as just a freak who was always there. Like, so I don't know which one
Maybe
we're
that's what
talking
it is.
about.
When I was dating the girl from Fleet.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
From Fleet.
Yeah.
The
From
services.
my hometown.
yeah. I
best
found
services,
her
by
right
the
next to
way.
the de-icer.
Is your hometown Fleet?
Yes, it's in the top 3 service stations in the country.
Did
next
you ever go to
Heston
the
and Lidl
services
and Mac.
just because?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
Just cause. What do you mean? Oh, I'm going to go to Fleet
My-
services.
No, we used to do that.
Yeah.
What is that Fleet? Which one's Fleet?
No.
M3, equidistant between London and
But
Southampton.
what makes it so good is the
Scott Mills Bridge that can go between northbound and southbound services. You've got an
How?
option on both sides, either way.
Scott Mills Bridge.
Yeah, it's not our proudest moment. Scott Mills did a shout out on the radio years ago to have places in the UK named after him, and Fleet was the only town that
said yes.
responded. We were like, "You can have our bridge.
So
it's
Fleet.
yours.
It's so Fleet.
It is."
Aw.
We used to do that when I was a kid. My dad would drive us to service stations for like a day out.
What?
When we were
It's
poor.
rare that you are the bleak one.
That is abuse.
That's really sad.
What would he do? Go, oh, there's some ginsters. what would he?
Yeah,
what
when
would he show you?
when we were really poor.
This one's got its own microwave.
When we were really poor.
Don't make fun. He said, "Poor. Don't make fun." Now.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, when we were poor, my dad would be like, "Should we go for a drive to a service station?" We go to a Little Chef.
I love Little Chef.
And then I get chips and beans, like a kid portion,
I
which was never enough, even when I was a kid.
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we drive back, and it would be an adventure because we get to see the motorway.
I like how you were poor, but he took you to an over-expensive
It was
thing.
exactly. It was a treat. Dad was like, "Mini cabin's gone well. Let's go to Little Chef."
How about we go Mackey's, you weird bastard?
No, Little Chef was more like a restaurant. 'cause
Yeah,
you'd
like a
sit
restaurant.
It
down
was
and
not-
they'd walk you
Yeah.
to your seat.
The
like,
chairs were stuck to the floor.
Yeah.
When I remember.
Anywhere where you had to wait by a lectern.
Yeah, that's a dignity to wait in at a
Yeah.
lectern, though. I get that. That's a treat.
It's like at an airport. I was at the airport the other day, and I just walked
Name
in.
and shame. Which airport?
Heathrow.
Shout out to Heathrow, man.
Treating myself.
It's a
I
great
walked in
one.
there, went to the bar, went straight to take a seat, and this guy was like, "Oh no, you have to wait." I was like, "There's nobody there." He goes, "No, but we have to get you a seat." I said, "There's nobody there," and we had a whole thing, and I was like, "It's empty. I'm here." Yeah, but somebody needs. I'm here
Yeah.
now.
When
Yeah.
did you become Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm? Just wait a second. That's not you. You're a young hip dude. Like, why are you getting all
Yeah.
curmudgeonous about it?
Because I've already got my seat. I've got my
Wait, hold on.
suitcase.
Why is it bleak that we went to the motorway?
I didn't
services?
say that actually.
No, I
didn't say
think
that.
it's-
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was me.
I think it's fucking bleak. You might as well have gone to a fucking gravestone. It's boring, sad, lonely. You guys are poor.
That's
What-
my hometown.
It was the early
Yeah, I was
90s. We were
describing Fleet.
poor.
It was what?
In the early 90s, we were poor.
There was still a
Everything's
Woolworths.
overpriced in services.
There was
Things
still
were
a-
different before Diana died.
There was
Yeah,
still a-
they were.
There
It
was still a
before Diana died.
There was still
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
Poundland. You could have went anywhere.
Gone to the Poundland.
Poundland weren't around before Diana died. That was post 97.
Lying.
Shoe Zone
Search
was.
it. When did Poundland
Yeah.
first start existing?
Yeah.
I'm telling you now,
Check
it was
out
later.
Poundland. Check out.
Shoe Zone was
Actually,
around.
no, there wasn't
Shoes
Poundland,
on,
not
Mum.
the brand, but there were 99p shops in Aldershot,
Yeah.
like in the
There were
90s.
99p
But they
shops.
weren't. It wasn't the
April
brand of Poundland.
1990.
Thank you. Thank you. I grew up in the black country. It was poor. 99p shop. That was like our bloody M&S.
I love the Black Country.
It's the best, isn't it?
I love your living museum.
Oh yeah.
So
What museum?
good.
You got a living music. It's like Westworld. You sort of walk in there. It's set in
It's
the
so
it's set in
good.
like 1910.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of people. Who, hello, mate. How you doing? You all right? Look at all the smoke in the air.
Like Secret Cinema.
Sort of, yeah. You can
Right.
get like old school fish and chips, and they've got an old school sweet shop. It's really
Wow.
fun.
Have yourself a cone of chips. Yeah, it's proper like old. You're walking there and you go, oh,
Actually,
I
it's
feel
not
like
the
I'm
one
back in the day.
Because the Cadbury's factory says, well, you do well for those kind of experiences.
Cadbury's factory is sick,
I haven't been there
man.
in years. Is that still?
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
going
man,
in
let's get the
Bourneville.
curly
Yeah.
They
Curly
make you
whirlies?
run past it if you do the half marathon. It's the
Oh, do
cruelest
they?
thing ever.
They do what?
When the half marathon route goes past Bourneville, so people
Yeah.
are running and have to smell all the chocolate.
Bullshit.
Also, Poundland formed in the West Midlands. Willenhall.
Oh, maybe it was here then in the 90s.
Yeah, maybe.
That's
yeah.
what I mean. I remember
It hadn't
Poundland.
expanded at that point to London and
It's a
Fleet.
special black country thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was a PD. Yeah, it was post Diana.
Can you?
What kind of things did you guys do with family?
We
when
never
you
went to
were
bloody service stations, you weirdo. We'd go to the park, we'd play out, get chased by dogs.
That also sounds really bleak.
Where would you eat? Where would you go out to eat?
We never really went out that much because we were poor. So we'd have like, spam and potato, cod and shit. This sounds worse.
This is
I just realised We'd have like a tin of Spam. We'd have some tuna and rice.
What was your treat? When they were like, it's your birthday.
Oh, treat. What's it? Treacle. What was that treacle in the tin?
Lyle's treacle.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
treacle.
The cake.
The cake.
What was it? Sponge cake?
Oh yeah, and they've got the Lyle's golden syrup cake as well.
Come on.
So
Exactly.
good.
That is
a
real,
good cake.
That is a damn good. Yeah. Oh man, I might get one of that.
I feel nervous to say this, but I was raised middle class in northeast Hampshire, so we would go to restaurants and abroad and museums. Actually, yeah, a lot
Never
of
went
museums.
on holiday till I was 26.
Yeah, so my first Christmas was in Malaysia. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy
Fuck
shit.
you guys. Fuck you.
Should have went to. Where'd you go to school?
Oh my god, I'm
As in-
white
as in the-
privilege. I am the embodiment of it.
As in the country, you're not in a restaurant.
As
Malaysia.
in the country. As in the
Wow.
country.
Where did you go to school? Eton.
Courtmore School Fleet.
Cornwall school.
Courtmore.
Courtmore.
Yeah,
Was it a
yeah,
girls'
yeah.
school?
No, it was just like a state school. Like
okay.
yeah, but still middle class.
Trying to downplay
What
it.
restaurant did you go to?
I went to Ask, I went to Zzz's, I went Pizza Expresses,
Zzz's?
I went Nando's, like everywhere. Yeah.
But you went Nando's when you were a kid.
Yeah, well, Nando's
you were young,
opened
weren't you?
I went to my first
Well, no,
Nando's in
not young,
2006.
2006.
Yeah, I used to work at the JD Sports in the Bull Ring, and all the girls, not JD Sports, H&M in the Bull Ring, and all the girls were like, "Oh, there's this new place called Nando's," and we're like, "Ugh," and then we all went to Nando's in 2006. I feel like I was one of the early
adopters.
Nando's. Yeah,
There
give
was
me a
like
black card.
one Nando's in Hampshire, in Basingstoke, and we were all just so excited. We thought it was the coolest place.
Was there much black people around there? Do you remember?
No, not in North East Hampshire.
Not if Helen
no.
did something
I mean,
like
you really said that as if you were the reason why they were.
Yeah.
No. We
No,
made sure of
Not
that.
on my watch.
We had those big golly ones at the front to keep them out.
Honestly, have you been to Aldershot? Have you been to
Yeah,
like
I've
that
been.
Fleet area? Yeah, so you've seen the people. Yeah.
I've seen the people.
It's honky central.
It's very
okay?
beginning of Shrek when they're all at his door with pitchforks.
Welcome to D-Lock, such a perfect place. Yeah. It's actually based on Fleet. If you look in the background of Far, Far Away, you can see the service station.
Are you the most famous person from Fleet that you know of?
No.
Oh yeah, who are the famous
Who
people
else
from
is
Fleet?
Fleet?
Someone who was in Downton Abbey for a bit.
Okay.
Apparently is from Fleet, which is very exciting. And girl in the year above me, Reza Mitrovic. I think she's really famous.
What does
What
Miss
did
Mitrovic
she
do?
do?
She's an actor.
Is she?
What's
Great
she
name.
acting?
What's Mitrovic?
Yeah.
It's so
It's a
good,
really
isn't
good
it?
name.
She was just in The Power on Amazon as one of the leads. She's a freaking babe. And I knew her, and we lived together in London, and she went to my mum's illegal drama school, the Anne Bauer School of Drama.
I love this story. Tell us about the Helen Bauer School of Drama, because I've heard.
The Helen Bauer School of
Sorry,
Drama.
your mum's drama school, because I've heard you talk about it, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever.
Well,
heard.
just because in the suburbs, like people just make up jobs for themselves, right? Because you need to just create your own work.
Yeah.
So my mum was like, I guess I'm creative. And she thought, my mum was incredibly liberal, and she thought that Stagecoach was ripping people off. And she's like, they teach them to act, sing, and dance 1 hour
As in-
each.
as
Like
in
it's
the
fucking bullshit.
bus company?
Like, no.
Stagecoach.
Stagecoach is like a kids' acting
Yeah.
school that's like all over
It's
the
like
country.
National Express.
Yeah.
And she was like, they're bullshit. They're not training kids how to breathe properly. They're not training them how to dance. They've got no technique. So she opened up the Anne Bauer School of Drama from our living room.
But where was your mum's experience?
She just changed our family voicemail from like, hi, it's the Bauer family to hi, it's the Bauer family and the Anne Bauer School of Drama. And I was raised inside the School of Drama.
Wait, how often will these classes take place?
Weekly, like every single night of the week. Like
How many
weeknights.
people does she have in the?
Oh, hundreds over the
Really?
years. Hundreds. And
big
I did
was the
3
living room?
classes a week. Not big enough.
What was you doing? Was you involved?
I was in it. Until I was 18, from 6 to 18. My siblings both
Whoa,
got
whoa,
chucked
whoa.
out.
Whoa.
You we're gonna say the same thing.
No.
How long? How
Yeah.
long was this? If you were 6 to 18, I thought it was like a summer.
No.
This was years.
This was a business.
12 years.
This was the Anne Bauer School of Drama was a business.
Anne Bauer was
Yeah.
your drama coach.
Yeah. After school, she was the local drama teacher.
That's fucking
No
sick.
joke.
And how much was she charging? Do you know?
I got it for free.
Oh, I should think so.
Well, I would
And
hope
then
so.
I think it was
I'd actually love it more if she charged.
I think it was like £5 for like if you did the group drama class.
Yeah.
And then 7 for like a solo drama class.
And did Rita Mitrovic go to this?
Reza Mitrovic.
Reza.
Reza Mitrovic was a member of the Anne Bauer School of Drama
What?
for
You're
many
one of the
years.
most famous
So
alumni.
everyone in Fleet knows the Anne Bauer School of Drama. And if you don't, I'm going to lose my mind.
Wait, so your mum did this for over a decade?
Yeah. She only wound it down a couple of years ago.
Wow.
I'm so confused as to like, was she reading books? Was she?
Yes, she can read. My mum's literate. Like, what sort of a question is that?
Unbelievable.
No, but was your mum reading books on drama?
Can you imagine if you asked him that question?
I know. Was your mum literate?
Can your mum read?
Is she? Is she?
I mean, I'd have to check. I wouldn't be too sure. My mum's text messages are so funny because there's no punctuation or grammar. It just sounds like she's running down a hill.
Oh my God, my dad's messages are exactly like, no, nothing there.
Darren, where are you today? What's going on? What's happening? Why don't you call me back?
Or message my dad like, Helen, you coming zoo this weekend? Helen, what you doing? Helen, you eating? Is it healthy? Fuck off, Michael. And
Wait, so your mum was hosting these sort of illegal
It
drama
wasn't
classes?
illegal.
Well, it kind of is. If it's
Well,
not,
no, she's just untrained.
she's just vibing. She's doing it on vibes. Let's
Yeah.
say that. Yeah.
probably illegal. She probably wasn't paying tax.
What?
on it.
Okay, do you remember... Do you remember any of, like, any lessons in
Yes.
particular that you still apply today?
I don't apply them to myself, but there's a lot of lessons that are seared into, like, could you imagine being a teenager and
your
having your mum teaching you
Yeah.
like improv in front of boys you fancy? Like she would make me do sex scenes and stuff in front of her.
Really?
Like it was fucked. She'd be like,
Jesus.
let's do an improv, and I'd be like, let's say I fancied like one of the boys there. Let's just call him like Ben. And then she'd be like, hey,
'Cause his
Helen,
name is Ben.
Helen and Ben. Actually, I changed it. And I'm really proud of myself because usually I can't think of another name quick enough. But I'm amazed that I actually did.
Okay.
And then she'd be like, okay, so Helen and Ben, how about you play a couple? And you've just had a fight and you need to reconcile. Go for it. And I would just be like, oh my God. And then she'd be
What
like
the fuck?
sexier, baby. No, I'm joking. That was so awkward, both of your faces. Oh my God, no, I've got something that's awful though. Oh no, this is so awful.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to send you the clip. But, okay.
Feel free, send us.
One of my mum's best friends from school, when we went to school in South London, ran an adoption agency.
Right.
And
Illegal?
no,
Okay.
legal. I know, fucking hell. Ran an adoption agency or like a foster care agency.
Yeah.
And because they were doing lots of like prospective foster parents coming, they needed to like help them with their training to become a foster parent.
Yeah.
Like, so she wanted to make a video of different scenarios and what would you do?
Oh.
And she employed the Anne Bauer School of Drama kids
Oh, boy. This is great.
to act as the foster kids. And we got paid like £40 each for a full day of acting.
Wow.
And to do all these different skits. And I've seen them recently. I've got given a DVD by like an old member of the Anne Bauer School of Drama. Oh my God, there's one of me. I'm like 10 or 11 in a tiny dress. And I have to come in and ask my foster dad, do you think I'm sexy?
Oh, my God.
And then the screen ripples and it goes, scenario 29.
No! That is traumatic.
There's another one of me and this other girl like running up to the window, and they needed to have some adult actors as well. So my mum got the local vicar to come in, and the vicar's like standing there like washing up, and then me and this other girl went to the window, go like, quickly, come, he's got a knife.
This sounds like one of those like Netflix documentaries.
That is
like a mini-series.
And on this DVD, how many clips are there?
Oh, there's like 40 scenarios.
Holy shit.
There's so many.
That's so crazy. Like,
Please tell me this is going to be a tour show or something, because that's fucking gold.
Yeah, that is-
I'm gonna have to contact every kid that was in it. And
sounds
be
Yeah,
like,
get the permission.
And the good thing is, I mean, it's good that I'm guessing a lot of the kids, they have good memories of it, and your mum was really nice to them.
oh yeah.
Which is really nice, because, you know, you go, oh, she was mean. She was like this
The
bitch.
Anne Bauer School of Drama.
She was a fun drama.
Did you
Was there like a graduation ceremony or anything?
No, just
No,
people just sort of like went off
kept
to like
doing it.
university or just went off to work, and that was it.
Did your mum have a job at the time? Or was it...
That was her job. That was she ran this business.
with you?
No, I thought she had a day job, and that was like
this is her
that was a
business.
full-time...
Okay, yeah, no. So like in the summer, so she was also like taking care of me and my two siblings.
Yeah.
And then in the summer for like money, she would do exam marking, you know, like GCSE
Yeah.
papers.
Alright,
They'd all
okay.
come
the
to
Anne Bauer
us.
School of Drama was the main job.
Well, yeah, it was her main job for that. But my
Holy
mum's never
fuck.
had a job for that. Like she always like
Yeah.
changes it up. Do you know what I mean?
What did Michael Bauer make of it all?
Michael Bauer couldn't give a fuck about nothing. My
for
dad
him.
has the same job he's had since he was 24, and he just went
Legend.
off and did that. And then he'd come home and there'd be loads of kids there doing drama,
How
and
did-
he'd just sit in his shed panicking.
How did you feel about having random people at your house?
I loved it.
Okay.
I
would
thought it was fun.
Fucking hate that. But that doesn't surprise
Really?
anyone. That doesn't surprise anyone.
Yeah, of course you would.
I would fucking hate
The
that.
only thing that was annoying
That's my Ninja Turtles.
is there'd be like drama classes from the time like school ended up until like 8 o'clock for the older kids, and the TV was in the living room, and that's the only TV in the house.
Like, how am I going to see Pop Idol?
Oh,
I
yeah.
was so annoyed. Well, Pop Idol Saturday night, idiot. But like,
And
What
what
a
is Michael's
loser.
job? What is Michael's job?
my dad,
Yeah.
he works in sewage. He's a poo farmer.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, what did he make of all the energy in the house?
He honestly, my dad he's diagnosed autistic and he can disassociate from anything. Like, I'll talk to him now and I can see him disassociate from the conversation. He thinks we're all just a bunch of idiots. He thinks we're all just stupid as shit. I love him so much, lovely man. But he just couldn't have given less of
It
a
just
fuck.
sounds great, doesn't it?
It
to have
sounds
someone like
really
that,
fun.
like your dad.
Yeah.
With Anne there just running this amazing
Yeah, yeah.
drama school with all these.
So
mad
you
kids.
Can
love-
I shock you? They have divorced.
What?
Who saw it coming?
No!
And you know the saddest thing? Everyone knew it was going to happen apart from my dad.
The
It was like,
super
what?
The super extrovert
But
and
we haven't
the
spoken in 10 years. It's been going great.
the super extrovert and the super introvert didn't quite work out.
Your dad thinking, I'm in a great
But it's been
relationship.
great. We haven't spoken. It's been brilliant. I go to the shed. We've got our own rooms. What's the problem?
Oh my God.
No, he figured out. You know when like people divorce and like one person's like super like emotionally aware of what's
Yeah.
happening? My dad could not understand why they wouldn't just see it through. And then, then he had to justify it in his head why she left him. And he's got to the conclusion now that is very simple, that she went to book club one day in Fleet. One of the women there taught her the phrase mansplaining. And after that, he couldn't say anything. He genuinely believes that's the only reason. And it's like, you know what, Michael? I can't be bothered to explain it to you.
It's that woke world, isn't it?
And so, how old were you when they split?
Oh, 25.
Did you care?
Oh,
25.
right, okay. So you,
I cared if they were both going to be happy after
Yeah.
it, but not like
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, but they are both a lot happier. So
Right.
it all makes sense.
So it didn't surprise you when it happened.
No.
you have
They
siblings?
sound miles
I've got
apart.
siblings, yeah.
Okay.
But we've all grown up out the house,
all right, okay.
doing our own thing.
Can I say, so you didn't feel any shame about your mum's drama school? You loved it.
I genuinely
Yeah,
liked
why wouldn't you?
it.
That's fucking sick.
It was fun.
Did you feel any pressure to get into drama?
The opposite, actually. Like, the only embarrassing thing came with like I never wanted to play a lead part. Because I thought if I did, everyone would be like, "Oh, well, she got it. She's the drama school's
that's
teacher."
interesting.
She's
So,
been
like, I
trained
just-
by a pro, this one.
I didn't want people to think I was
Nepotism.
receiving special privileges.
Yeah.
So like I would always
you
not
already go to
want
fucking ZZ and ask anyway.
What more do you need?
I'm already thriving.
What did your parents think? Your mum in particular think when you started doing comedy? Was she?
Oh, I'm one of those lucky comedians. My parents are like very chilled and laid back as long as we work hard, they don't really mind. Because me and my siblings are all a bit like wondery and a bit like
Yeah.
trying to figure out what we want to do.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've started doing stand-up. I was living in Germany at the time. I was a waitress.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, okay, cool.
How many siblings are you?
3 of us.
And where are you in the
Middle, obviously. Why does everyone always have to ask that?
then,
Like, I think
yeah.
it's so obvious.
Obvious.
Like, oh, do I
Fighting
need
for attention
attention?
off everyone,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, she could have been.
Yes, mummy, I'll do your drama classes. 3 a week, please.
And what does the older
My sibling's not there. Brilliant.
what does the older one and the younger one do?
My older brother, he is now working with unions. He's trying to unionize education in the UK with headmasters, headmistresses, heads of schools. And
I should talk to my brother. My brother's trying to do something like that.
no way.
He saw the mum's drama classes and was like,
Oh, tell him to message my brother then.
will.
For sure. My brother's working with the official union at the moment.
Yeah, my brother's trying to. Okay, all right.
Why do
amazing.
teachers need to unionize?
Because their
What?
pay is
'Cause their pay is-
awful.
I thought
And they
it was a
receive
holiday.
no support
Oh,
from the
boy.
government for their kids to have the right
And the
supplies they
education
need.
system in the
Oh,
UK
don't
is
they?
completely broken.
Yeah.
But what about private schools?
And the pressure they put on.
Fuck private schools. That's not
I
what
quite
most
like
people's
private schools.
experience is.
I like private
Wait, are you a
schools.
private school boy?
He used to carry a suitcase with him as in school.
Don't you fucking love it when you
Briefcase,
find
not
out someone's a
suitcase. I
private
know.
school boy and they're doing the same thing you are?
I know.
Fucking what a waste of money.
Helen, how do you think I feel when I meet someone who's like a lawyer or a doctor? I'm like, we're doing the same thing.
It was a briefcase, not a suitcase.
Were you bullied very badly?
No, he
Fairly
was.
Fairly
Was you?
badly.
Fairly.
How do you bully? What bunch of nerds?
No, I wasn't really bullied. It basically,
With their
like,
trousers up to their fucking shins, bullying you.
He might be about to tell us a trauma.
more than
so-
anything else, it was less bullying, more ambivalence.
Oh,
Why?
babe.
Because I was like the poor Asian kid
Oh, no.
He's only got half a tub of hummus.
who was good,
I don't know.
who was good at Latin,
He's gotta get all the babes.
Yeah. And so people weren't bothered about my existence, really.
But look at you now.
I know.
Do you still talk to any of them? Any of your...
Yeah, they come to see me, actually.
I don't know.
A few of them came to see me at the O2.
I'm assuming most of them
Clang.
work in banking or something like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happens.
Banking and all their shipping businesses.
Any of the millionaires that you know of?
Like self-made or?
No.
Oh, no. It's not as impressive, is it? You
Yeah,
feel
their
that they're
dad passed
self-made
away.
is exciting, but...
Well, there was one guy, I won't say his name, but his dad owned something called Bytewaters, which was like the main, the trash disposal and
Ooh, that's
skips
already
and stuff
good.
like that. Their
So
house was fucking ridiculous. A lot of space for skips. It was
Wow.
fucking huge.
I remember when I went, this is the difference. I remember when I went to my one friend's house who had
My one friend.
he had a bit of money and he had one of those fridges that you press a button and ice comes out.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember looking at that going, fucking hell, what a dream.
Yeah.
Jesus, this guy's life
Yeah.
must be so different.
I had that with people who had trampolines.
No,
remember just
where I'm
thinking
from,
it
it was yeah, everybody had a tramp.
There was a
Lean.
lot of trampolines in Fleet, and
So
I was
dangerous.
like, I want a trampoline
Just trying to
so
jump up
bad.
and see somewhere better.
Oh, there's so many good.
I can see Reading. I can see fucking Reading here.
Basingstoke!
It's Aldershot, mummy, the Golden Land. They've got a Nando's there now.
Did you not know I was a private school kid?
No,
It's not.
I hadn't actually given it any thought. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Ambivalence. See, what I mean?
Ambivalence, yeah.
That seems to be
Fair.
the.
Oh no,
common
you're still
thread.
being bullied now.
I
This is just sad all round. Oh, and then my sister, to go
Yeah.
back to what you asked,
Yeah.
she does like casual catering work. So like,
Has she got like a rich husband or
so
something?
just nope, single as fuck, and she just decorates things.
English.
Just as casual catering. Good for
Yeah, she
her.
just decorates like cakes or like does like casual catering work. Yeah,
Is that
none of us are really winners, I guess, is what I'm trying to
because
say.
you used to work at a bakery?
Mhm.
Did she work there as well?
Mm-mm. She worked where was she working when I was at the bakery? She worked at the Biscuiteers doing the biscuit decoration.
Oh,
The
nice.
biscuiteer.
Biscuit-
The
That's good
Biscuiteers,
words.
yeah, it's a good job.
So she's a creative. Makes nice food.
She is a creative.
So,
Yeah.
how have your siblings taken to your brilliant comedy career?
It's weird, isn't it?
Did they
it's always
expect
weird.
it?
Um,
When you said I'm doing comedy now, they're like, that makes sense.
I don't think I even just said it. Like, I think my brother is chill with it. Like, I think he doesn't mind that people every now and again go like, "Oh, you're Helen Bauer's brother," and he's like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God, yeah.
And he's come to
It's nice.
one gig. And then okay, I'm gonna be honest. My sister fucking hates it. My sister, she's only 2 years younger than me. She's got a very low mental age. She's got like complex special needs. So she thinks I am the most embarrassing person that has ever existed.
Right.
My mum thinks
She
that about
thinks
me.
I'm disgusting,
Yeah.
attention seeking.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I've got to go to work tonight." And she'll be like, "You don't work. You don't have a proper job." Because you know, there's like different like varies of autistic. There's like fun
course.
autistic, cute autistic, and then there's autistic girls who are built like Bauer women with broad backs and a lot of anger. And so
fair.
she's that autistic,
Good for her.
right?
She'd be a
Right.
shot putter.
And she could have been, but she'd be too violent with it.
She'll throw it at the referee.
She was doing some casual catering work recently for a company where there was a lot of old people there, and she was like, "They're fucking old lazy bastards."
Jesus.
That's great.
She's great.
Sounds like an SS guard.
But
or
she hates that I do it. I don't think she's ever seen anything. She'd never come to a gig.
something. Do you think? No, it's not. She's not jealous of your career.
No, she's disgusted
Disgusted
by it.
I think my mum's a bit like that.
A bit disgusted by what
Well, I
you
think
do.
because you keep everything private.
Yeah.
And I'm the complete opposite on stage.
Mhm.
I tell, and my mum hates that because she's so private. And I think she's happy that it's working out, but she fucking hates the fact I even mention the family.
No way.
Oh my! She wants nothing more than not to mention anyone. But because she won't tell anybody anything, she'll keep it all under the hat.
Right.
But the idea that people in the area will come and see me live, and then they'll hear stuff about the family.
Yeah.
She.
But I don't
fucking
feel like you
hates
talk
it.
about your family that much. Really?
No, but like anything, like even mentioning
Your
my
comedy is all
dad,
zany stuff.
even.
No, but in your shows you do talk about,
and
like
she-
in full shows.
You said zany stuff, or what?
I'm going to have to make you compliment each other again in a minute, because it's like you're just being mean for no
But
reason.
like, you see how like you mentioned your
Lower
family.
your hand and be kind to
You
him.
see how your family. You see how you mentioned your family a lot.
Yeah.
What does your dad think about that? Or you
Dad doesn't
still-
care.
Yeah, good.
My dad is.
Your
so-
dad and brother are very supportive, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very supportive and they're so
Do you
sweet.
think your mum would have been as supportive if you was talking about what you talk about?
No.
Yeah, my mum's. Oh,
It's a weird thing to admit, but I can only really do comedy because my mum's dead.
I feel the same way
Really?
about my dad. I'm like, my dad was alive, I'd probably just be.
If my mum was alive, I
actor.
wouldn't be doing comedy.
Yeah, I know. It's
I'll
really
still be in the
depressing.
bank making lots of money. Boring.
Boring.
But so happy and
So
rich.
yeah, so happy. and
Watching
rich.
Wolf of Wall Street going, yeah, we've done that.
So your sister's embarrassed of what you do. You've never struck me as someone who easily feels embarrassed or ashamed of stuff.
I miss shame a lot of the time. Like people be like, "That's so embarrassing," and I'll be like, "I thrived." Like,
See?
yeah.
See?
Nah, I'm the opposite.
A similarly minded person.
I miss
They'd be like,
it.
Darren, that was shameful. I'd be like, oh, you're telling me? Fucking hell. I want to die. Yeah, immediately. I have too much.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't know how you do comedy if you don't have that level of like shame.
But there's this. I can feel like I've done badly and hate myself that I've done a bad job.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I don't feel shame.
Oh,
about
no,
it.
I don't feel shame about bad gigs. I'm like, hey, it's like that Chappelle joke, Evil Knievel.
Oh, yeah.
Pays for the
Pay for-
attempt.
pay for the
I'm sorry.
attempt, yeah.
I'm like that.
Oh,
With
you
bad-
paid for the attempt?
with-
Yeah.
with bad gigs, I'm like, what are you gonna do? See you
Yeah.
later. Yeah.
But that comes from you being a seasoned comic.
Yeah, but
At the
everything
beginning,
else-
at the beginning, where you're like, oh fuck.
No, yeah, at the beginning, a bad gig would hit you a lot harder.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to sort of sit down and go, geez, what did I... Shower, those shower moments when you're in that's the thing about being a comedian. We all have those moments. We're relaxing in the shower, in the bath, and we'll just go, oh, jeez, whoa, bloody hell,
not me.
Newcastle. Woo.
Not me.
Oh, I had one of those a month ago. It was the first like real death since before the lockdown. Like, and not just seeing people go like, "Oh, I did really badly," or "I died." Like,
Yeah.
I died.
Can I, before you explain the gig, can I ask? So I'm obsessed with comedians when they have bad gigs. When I have a bad gig,
Yeah.
I just accept it and do the material. If it doesn't work, fine. But I like the comedians who have a bad gig and then they try and spin plates. And they're like, okay, what's your name? What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at this venue. Oh, that was a bad gig. They try everything they can to pull it around. And I appreciate it, but I love it when that even bombs, when they're trying to save the gig.
I'm that one. I get so desperate. I cannot
okay.
I
die
like
coolly. I get so like, please love me. My dad's never hugged me. You've got to like me. I'll say whatever you want. I'll get naked. Whatever makes you happy, I'll do it. I'll kill myself.
And there
Do
was-
you want that?
Where was the gig? Where was the gig?
It was at the Moth Club, and I'm only happy saying that because I literally just had a good one there this week.
And it is notorious for being quite a difficult place.
It was so
Did you say
tricky.
Newcastle?
In fact-
no, you said Newcastle.
In fact, Sunil told me about this. That you set up a WhatsApp group about the deaths at the Moth Club or something.
You know what gets me about the...
Fucking Sunil is such a fucking snake. But this is what's so right. Fuck you, Sunil Patel.
The fact you live with Sunil is one of my favourite things.
Yeah, that's
in
one of my
comedy.
favourite things as
Why
well.
is it everyone's favourite
It's
thing?
Because I just don't see you
It
two
doesn't-
together.
it
When I
fe-
went to your
it
place...
feels like,
Baby
I'll be honest,
boy.
It feels like Anne Bauer and Michael Bauer, actually. That's what it feels like in the same
When I went to
place.
your place and you were showing me all Sunil's art and you dislike of it, and I liked his art that he had of it. She was like, "Oh, fucking all these." What was that one with all the faces again? He had one with-
Don't. So, oh my God. So, like, I have, like, nice art that my friend Francis, who's an artist, has done, and, like, cute things, and, like, pictures of friends. Sunil has 2 portraits of Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
one of him
Nice.
biting off someone's ear, one of him feeding
Sick.
pigeons in the
That
back of a
sounds
truck.
great. They both sound great.
And then I was like, you have to get more art 'cause I'm worried it just looks like I want it to be our home, not just like blah, blah, blah. So he went on Etsy and got a oil portrait of Tony Soprano with a horse
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
Renaissance era.
That sounds sick.
And bought a plastic gold frame to go around
What's
it.
wrong with that?
And I was like, I will fucking end
That
your
right?
life.
Jack,
You
what
can
is
hire
this?
him as an interior designer, Darren.
It's so funny when I walked in there and I saw that, knowing it was. I was like, "Helen, what's all this?"
And then I've got my cuddly toys, my Furby. It just looks like 2 mad
It's
people.
the Princess Diana colouring book.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I've got
Tony
2 of them.
Soprano.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, often Helen will put up amazing videos of her singing Disney tunes or singing along.
Oh, I'm
to...
not allowed to sing anymore.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because I've not seen it for a while.
No, I was living with my best friend from school, Emma Black. Hi, Emma Black.
Hi, Emma.
Hi, Emma. And then Emma decided to buy a 1-bed place, which was really bitchy of her because why would you do that to poor little Helen? So Sunil moved in with me and he made it very clear that I was not allowed to sing.
I mean, how
Did you?
Me and Emma used to sing Disney like every morning, every evening. We'd do different musical theatre
Just
songs.
randomly?
And Sunil has
She
muted
used to
every
record
Alexa
it.
in the house.
During lockdown,
and I have to
it
wait
gave
for him
me
out.
so much life.
Oh, I'm
Thank
Team
you,
Sunil.
Eshaan. That means a lot.
So hold on, did he say this to you before you moved in or after you sung?
He's like, before he put his bags down,
Yeah.
no fucking singing in
Yeah.
here.
He said
Or
a
did you
lot
hear-
of things before he moved in, but I thought it was all just banter. But it wasn't.
I don't want any singing. I'm a big fan of Mike Tyson and Tony Soprano.
He's also got a lock on his door.
Why does he need to have a lock on his door?
Because I come in for cuddles.
Oh my God. He had to get a lock on his door.
Can I tell you about this gig though?
Yeah,
Because this is the thing. So
Hang on,
he
hang on,
fucking told you. So can we make it very clear that he was brought up and I didn't bring him up?
Yeah, I love
Because
Sunil.
he's always like, you slag me off on podcasts. I'm like, no, I fucking don't.
Well, I love it. Can I say, Muff Club, is that the one with the weird gold thing at the back?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate
It's
that gig.
Okay, I love that gig.
Hate it.
But it was too late at night. Like people had overrun. I wasn't the headliner, but I had to go on last, and they were all there for the headliner. It was one of those ones. You know
Who was
what I
the
mean?
headliner?
Harry Hill, amazing Harry Hill.
Well, I mean,
But he couldn't do the end slot, so I had to do it. And like when Harry's killed and the room was all there for Harry,
You
there's
were
not
following Harry?
much you could do. There was a break and then another 2 acts, and then
rough.
look, it was rough, but I still should have been able to do it, right?
Yeah.
And I went on, I died on my hole, I came off, and then like obviously all the comedians like, that was good. And I'm like, honestly, like I know you're being nice, but we need to go upstairs and pour one out because I've died, right? Yeah. So I messaged Sunil being like, I'm coming home, just so you know, I've just had the biggest death in forever. Get out the hot chocolate machine because I've got a velvetizer. And when I'm sad or on my period, Sunil has to get out the hot chocky maker so that I don't cry. Because if I cry, he freaks out.
What is the hot chocolate machine?
It's called a velvetizer.
I've
And I
never heard of
love
this.
it.
I just like your deaf gig sort of setup.
Outfit, yeah.
Yeah, he presses the button and goes, oh, chocolate time. Okay.
Yeah, also for my period, or like I feel sad, then he has to like get out of the hot chocolate machine because that way I don't cry to him because then he doesn't know what to do.
You cry to the machine.
Yeah, because if you cry to Sunil, he starts patting you like a dog. He just freaks out, right?
That's like me.
So I was like, get out the hot chocolate machine. But what I didn't realise when I texted him is that he was on the phone with Jordan Brooks saying, oh my God, Helen just died at her gig at Moth Club. So then 10 minutes later, I'm starting my journey home and I get a text from Jordan being like, what's this I hear about you dying at Moth?
Oh, you don't need that. when
Bruce
you-
Dessau has just put out an article. Obviously he wouldn't, and he wasn't there. But I was like, what? So I tried calling
That's so
Jordan
funny.
back, and Jordan went, I'm sorry, I can't talk. I'm talking, because me and Jordan have the same agent. I'm talking to our agent. She's trying to get it taken down. Don't worry.
That's so funny.
And then I was on the train.
Jordan Brooks. Well played, sir.
I respect that.
Well played, Jordan.
Was you crying at that point?
No, I was just like, what the fuck is someone wrote an article about me doing badly at Moth Club? That's mental.
Did you believe it?
And then, yeah, for a second, I was like, you know.
I would have believed it in that moment.
Yeah, just in a moment of like, oh, come on, I just want my hot
Because
chocolate.
Harry Hill was on, maybe he was reviewing it for
Yeah,
that. and-
Yeah, and also there was a big American comic was over as well, and
Yeah.
he went on just before me and did a set. So I was like, okay,
How
I
did
don't
he
know.
do?
Who was
He
it?
did really good. His name's Joe Perra. He did amazing.
Oh, Joe Perra,
but I
yeah,
will
yeah.
say this: incredible, really hard to follow,
Yeah, okay. Fair
really
enough.
tricky. Like it was too
It's a
good.
slick comic.
Very slick, but very like monotone
I
style.
see one of them
And then
ones.
you came on just like,
I was like, what's up, cunts? And I'm like, go fuck yourself, you fat whore. And I was like, okay, fair enough. You know what? It's bedtime.
I just imagine you went, you know, every comic who's like every TV show or film when a guy speaks into a mic and it makes that sound. Where you go, hello. I imagine that happened to you. Hello.
And what made it worse, that death, is there was one woman who was like really game for it, apart from everyone else. So then it made it like
The
it
one that you
highlighted
mentioned.
the silence.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like she was like, wait,
Yeah.
ha!"
See? Told
and
you,
I
this
was
is
like,
Helen's
don't
crowd.
just be completely silent or not that, because I'm gonna think there's a chance, and then I'm gonna keep going.
Can I just say about that gig that I don't like? I think it's too distracting with the gold for
There's
comedians.
a lot going on.
That thing at the back. That,
Really, I've seen people kill that. I've had great
I'm sure you
gigs
can,
there.
but I think you don't need to have really bright gold.
That's why comedy has black curtains, baby.
It's too distracting.
You guys are morons. It is so fun having that stuff up.
Just because it's different, but I don't think it's good. If you're filming a comedy special, you would never have such a distracting, shiny background like
That's
that.
true.
It's too much.
That's true.
No, you'd have something like this. The really undistracting background. It's fun.
No,
It's
but
colourful.
for stand-up, when you're doing it, the last thing, because that keeps
I like your
rippling.
sign for stand-up there.
It keeps rippling.
You guys don't understand creative arts.
Because obviously, because it's a drag
People
venue,
love colours.
it's perfect for drag artists and all that. But when you do stand-up, it's rough because it's very shiny. It's too much.
Okay, how's this then?
I'm trying to help you in your bum here. and
No,
you're telling
he's
I'm a
giving me
fucking
advice. It's amazing. Okay, how about this? For my special,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to go for it because I might never get to make a special again.
Mhm.
Is this distracting? I wore a pink ball gown.
You looked amazing, by
Fine.
the way.
Thank you so much.
Fine.
Welcome.
With a glittery hairband.
You look great.
No,
A
fine.
blue style school photo backdrop, and my show name in bright pink and yellow.
No, that's great. That's it's quite. It sounds like block colours. Quite simple.
Yeah, block
Yeah,
colours.
it's fine.
Yeah. That's
You're
not
talking about
block
shimmery.
colours.
You're talking about shimmery.
Yeah, shimmery. That's the word. It's shimmering too much in the background. It's too much.
They don't understand art. They don't understand colour. This is the thing. Terrible.
So after Jordan got the article taken down,
Don't.
what?
So funny.
You got home, you got the hot chocolate machine fired up.
I figured out what had happened between Jordan and Sunil.
Yeah.
And the conversation, the communication. Hot chocolate machine's out. Sunil's panicked. He's got it out because he doesn't want to deal with the emotions.
Yeah.
And then I FaceTime Jordan Brooks at midnight going, you piece of shit.
Shit, right.
That's
And
really
then 2
funny.
weeks later, Jordan changes our group chat to called Death at Moth and said that he died there. And I was like, karma.
Ah, yes.
and
okay.
it feels so good.
Right.
But at that gig, is that the Knock to Back one?
Yeah.
Worst name ever, Knock to Back.
Why do you have a vendetta against this gig?
I'm not against the gig. I just think the names is awful. Knock to Bag.
Knock to bag.
No, it's rough.
Oh.
I don't really know what it means.
I don't know. I've gigged,
It's the name of a gig.
I've gigged for them before. It's a great gig, but I've just never enjoyed that name ever. I've always found it a bit weird. Knock to
You've
Bag.
got a vendetta against them. I'm going to figure out.
I
what this
have
is.
indeed actually. Yeah.
Something's happened there.
The next time they put a gig on, I will put.
What's the name of the guy who
Bomb
runs it again?
Oh, Rupert. Is it Rupert?
Rupert
Magendie?
Magendie.
Yeah, and lovely Molly also books it.
Oh, okay, that's new.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
But with that venue, last time I did a gig there, it was for Ramesh's thing. They did stand up beforehand, and I
nice.
remember thinking, "Oh my god, this is too much, man." But I thought it was just for TV. I didn't realize that's just the venue.
It is, I think they do a lot of like bands and stuff
Yeah.
there as well.
And it's a drag. It's like a gay queer venue, isn't it? So it's a lot of drag and stuff there.
I also love it because it's got it's a Pokemon Go stop. So in the green room, I can play Pokemon
Oh,
Go.
you had an iconic Pokemon.
You're still playing Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Good for you.
3 hours a day, every day, baby.
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah,
That's like a-
yeah.
that's
No, not like not that.
That's like a part-time job.
I love it so much.
Shame is delicious.
You can find me on tour September. Roadman tour. Tickets are on sale. I'll be honest. Yeah, buy tickets, please. For the love of God. Fuck. I'm also at the Edinburgh Fringe in August. But again, please buy tickets because this is my last ever tour.
No, it's not.
No, I'm not touring ever again.
Yeah, you are.
What the fuck?
I quit.
Yes, you are.
I'm just going to be a voiceover artist. Just live my life that way.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm not doing stand-up
You'll
anymore.
get so bored.
The stress of this fucking... Please, if you want to buy tickets, come see me. It's been 4 years. You'd think I would have sold better. Fuck.
It's so bleak.
Have you not got people coming from Britain's Best Takeaway?
Eshaan, are you on tour?
I'm not on tour. I'm doing some tour support for K Kurd.
Jeez!
So come and see us there. Go to kkurd.com. It's plugging his tour, really.
That's nice.
I'm going to be on tour next year. So just
You're
follow
plugging
me.
a guy who would never do our podcast.
Yeah, he would.
No, he wouldn't. He's not travelling up here for a podcast.
Well, if he's doing Birmingham, he would.
Even then.
But come
I love
along,
Kay.
eshaanakbar.com/tour. What about you, Helen?
I'm on tour this autumn, winter.
Nice! perfect.
HelenBauer.co.uk.
Whoop!
Fuck yeah.
Also,
Where-
your clips, your video special.
Oh yeah, go onto YouTube and just type my name in and it should come up.
And do follow Trusty Hogs as well. It's a really funny podcast, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, one
listen
of my
to Trusty
favourites.
Hogs. Have you listened to it?
Yeah, I see the clips.
Have you
I
actually?
love the clip. Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen the clips as
thank
well.
you.
Yeah,
And I'm always like, oh, I'd love to be on there. Is there a particular town or city that you particularly want them to buy tickets for? Where you're like,
Where's your audience? Birmingham?
everywhere.
I'm coming
Yeah,
Birmingham.
We've got some in Saudi.
I'm not.
Live listens in
that
Saudi.
listeners?
I'm not going to Saudi.
Not
That's
yet.
so awkward.
Why not?
Paris, Harlem.
Oh, nice. Are you in Germany?
Just Berlin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you do it in German?
No, it's going to be in English. I had a message about that last night being like, it's in German or English. And I'm like, English. I feel like it's English. It's always going to be in
all in
English
English.
now. Yeah. Maybe I should do one German language day.
Could you do a
I
gig?
think
Could
you
you do
should.
a gig in one of the languages you speak?
Yeah.
Fully?
Yeah.
Could you just do your normal set and just do it in whichever
With an
language?
accent, yeah.
Yeah. Hello. I'm sorry, I went
What was
Norwegian
that
then.
accent?
In fact, it sounded Welsh, if I'm
Yeah,
honest
yeah,
with
what
you.
was that?
Oh, hello. My name is Eshaan Akbar.
No, that
was pretty good Welsh, fuck you.
Shame is delicious. Shame is
I'm just here to do some
delicious.
jokes.
That was better,
That was
actually.
better,
That was
actually.
You know what it
better.
was? I channeled my early Mark Watson. You know what he used to do? The Welsh accent?
Yeah.
Toothbrush.
Wait, Mark Watson's Welsh?
You're new. When Mark Watson first started, he did a full-on Welsh
Welsh, yeah.
impression.
Yeah.
He won like major comedy awards
Yeah.
and he just did a Welsh impression.
Yeah.
It was
Did you not know
wild.
this?
He's
Well,
fast.
like he was a character act.
Google, when you get a chance,
Yeah,
go on
well-
YouTube, do Mark Watson, Melbourne
Welsh.
Comedy Festival, like 2009, 10, all Welsh.
Yeah.
Okay, I cannot wait to
It's,
watch
it's
this.
weird to think about it because he's such a great comic, but you go, yeah, he used to do just a Welsh accent. It was crazy.
Sick. Okay.
I've done a gig in Bengali.
Have you?
Yeah.
How was
In
it?
Dhaka. It was awful.
Did you? Was it awful because you weren't like, say, comfortable or used to doing it?
Yeah. They asked me to open. I said, please don't let me open on middle. They're like, yeah, but you're from London. I'm like, yeah, no, but that's why. And then they said to me, you can't do any religion
Great.
jokes. You can't do any jokes about sex.
Great. Perfect.
Okay.
That's basically what I had at the time.
And it just
Yeah, I died, bombed. The next guy came on and he talked about how he went to Calcutta on a business trip and watched anal porn for the first time. I was like, what the fuck?
And did it kill?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he killed. Yeah.
absolutely destroyed.
It's always the case, then. It's like when you do a corporate and they go, no swearing. And you swear and they're like,
They're like, go fuck yourself, you fucking bitch. And
Yeah,
you're like, well, they're
yeah.
swearing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not easy.
no.
Have you ever done it in a different language?
No, I can just do English. I do want to do a gig in Japanese. Probably in the next year or so. I want to try and give it a go.
Do you reckon you'd be able to do a gig in Japanese? That'd be amazing.
But yeah, because I'm going to go live in Japan for about a month next year.
Yeah.
So
How
I want to
come?
just... Because I've been learning Japanese and I just want
Sick.
to... I'll do anything that's like...
What would your show
exciting.
name be? Do you have a...
My show name?
Yeah.
No, I'll just do 5 minutes on like one of the comedy nights in Tokyo or something.
Nice.
Try and- yeah, try and do that. Because Des Bishop is a guy that I
I
look
bet you're going to go on and in Japanese be like, hi, my name is Darren. Where is the library?
I mean, I can actually say that in Japanese and it would be
Oh,
boring.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, I wanna hear it.
Watashi wa... No. Watashi wa onomai wa Darren Harriott des. And then it would be Doko... No, Jitensha... What's library? Jitensha.
Either way, that's amazing.
Jitensha's bicycle.
Can I just say,
I know library, hold on. Benkyo, that's...
bibliothèque?
No, Benkyo Shimas, that's
Bibliothèque.
studying. I can't remember what library it is.
Bibliothèque.
Okay, I love that. That was
Thank
incredible.
Doko
Thank
desu
you. One person appreciated it.
Bibliothèque.
No, bibliothèque.
Oh my god.
Bibliothèque, from French.
Yeah.
Discothèque.
Discothèque.
I thought that sounded really good.
Thank you.
How come you're learning? Do you just wanted to learn another language?
Yeah, I just want to learn another language. Well, I've always
I
liked
love
Japanese. I want to learn another language, so I've been doing it for about a year and a bit. And then I'm gonna start Spanish in a year.
Do you reckon you'll go to Tokyo Disney by Sea?
Oh
That'll
boy,
be so
Universal
good.
Studios is a big one.
It
for
looks
me.
incredible.
Oh yeah, I'm going in September, and then I'm gonna go again for a month and really try and get the. It's so hard, but it's fun.
When you're learning these languages, do you feel any sense of shame or like embarrassment when you can't speak it or something?
No, because my teacher, she's very, very Japanese, which is great. I wanted somebody who is like a proper Japanese national. I don't know anything about her. I just know her name. I don't know. We've never had a human conversation ever.
Yeah.
It's just lessons. And every time I get something wrong, she never says incorrect or no. She goes, ah!
Great.
And I know, I'm like, oh,
Is
got
that Japanese
wrong.
for something?
No,
Okay.
it's just her way of going,
Okay.
every time I'll get, and I'm like, great.
Does she give you homework?
Yeah, she does. But
Oh, I
think
love this.
She does, but a lot of the time I go, I didn't quite get the time to do it.
Other than German, do you speak any other languages? Do you want to learn any other languages?
Yeah, I love languages. I'd love to learn to
tell
speak
people all
another
the time,
language.
What would you want to learn?
fun.
Is there a language you want to learn?
I mean, obviously, it'd be easier to learn like Dutch or something that's like Germanic sort of
Yeah.
style, because then there's like a bit of a crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh my god, there's so many. I mean, Spanish would be really cool because I do think you can travel with it, and I do think it sounds.
I genuinely thought you were about to say there's so many
incredible.
languages.
I think library's Tosha Khan. Sorry, I was
Tasha
just-
Khan.
Yeah, for
I know him.
library. No, because
Tasha Khan?
Detention, that's bicycle, but I
Yeah.
think Tosha Khan is library.
Tasha Khan is a friend of mine.
So it'll be Tosha Khan ni Doko Deska would be where's the library.
He got there. But yeah, I think Spanish as well. I'd like to learn Spanish.
I'm gonna check.
Um,
Spanish is important because like 600 million people speak it, and if you go to like America,
Yeah.
Spanish is one of the most
Yeah,
popular.
but more people speak Hindi. No one wants to learn that, do they?
No one speaks Hindi.
I'll learn Hindi.
Please do.
There you go.
Please do.
I know a bit of Urdu,
Do
but I
you?
don't know.
Remember we meet
What do you know in
somebody.
Urdu? What do you know in Urdu?
We just learn swear
Mosam
words.
Atahahana.
What?
We just learned swear words. didn't we?
Why do you know that sentence?
Because I used to work in Accessorize on Oxford Street, and I was
Right,
good
no,
friends
but-
with a security guard who was from Pakistan.
Tosha Khan, I was right. Yeah, sorry.
And he taught you the weather's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so very wholesome.
I never remember that. I remember like learning how to say like swear words
In
from all
what?
my sort of like Indian friends, and I just
What did you learn? Do you remember?
voodoo is voodoo
Oh,
one.
fucking hell.
Was that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is
Do
it?
I need to beep that out?
What
No,
does
you
Buddha mean?
Fuddu means like you little pussy.
Buddha.
See, I learned nice things.
Yeah, you
nice
did.
girl.
Well, yeah, I'm lad.
Japanese would be cool to speak, though. I could see the appeal of learning that. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's so
it's so
awesome.
different, and they basically kind of speak backwards.
Yeah.
So they have like a topic of conversation, then you have to work your way towards.
What was interesting though is I've never heard Japanese in a Brummie accent.
Oh, it's like when I watched Peaky Blinders and Cillian Murphy has to speak French. And he's like, je m'appelle. And it sounds just like a Brummie.
Yeah.
Je m'appelle Tommy Fury. I was like, it's fucking good. That's like Inception, dude.
That's great.
And he was in Inception.
Do you think Russian's cool as a language?
I think it's
cool. Yeah.
I think
love
it's cool
it.
because
It sounds incredible.
it's one of the hardest languages to learn. I've been told Russia is
like that and Hungarian or something.
Yes,
yeah.
it's one of those as well. That's really, really hard. But yeah, if you know Cantonese like kanji, you'll know Japanese because they're quite similar. But I want to learn South Korean as well, but that's like years down the line.
Jeez.
But yeah,
Is
Spanish.
how different is that from North Korean?
I think it's pretty much the same, but I
Are
think
there
there's just
different
like
accents?
Yeah, it's like certain Spanish countries, like North.
Like German and Austria and
Yeah,
Switzerland.
exactly,
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, it's all quite. You can understand it a bit. Like apparently Cuban Spanish is like just like.
Also,
completely
who
different.
doesn't want to learn Italian? Like just
Not
for
me.
that, just for
We
that
actually-
proper
I-
like Godfather vibe. I'm like, that's just so
No,
fucking.
well,
I
see,
like
that's-
that when you said that you still did.
I think actually it's like you want to be able to speak like a New York Italian.
Hey,
Is that what I want?
forget about
As
it. Hey, what kind of people are they?
That's kind of the best one he's done so far. So please let him have it.
It's like
Please let him have it.
Sopranos on Sesame Street.
1, 2. What the fuck you looking at?
Do you know what? They should make that.
It sounds like an SNL sketch or something, doesn't it?
It does though. Actually, it does.
Horrific. So right, we're talking about shame. You don't. You don't.
I have no shame.
You have no shame at
I
all.
have no shame.
Do people say to you, because Darren says this to me all the time, that I should be more ashamed of the things?
I had one shameful moment recently, but I don't feel like I should talk about it because I just spoke about it on another podcast. But like, just for this is the first time I genuinely think I understood what shame is.
Please, hit us.
I just had an accident where I was drinking
Right.
Oh no.
and staying in a hotel,
Right.
and at some point during the night, I wanted to go to the toilet
Yeah.
and
You just
left my room naked and woke up pissing in a corridor, standing up.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
no. I'm going to power through it. I tried to get out of the corridor, but it's one of those doors that locks behind you, like a fire escape, and there was no door to get to. I was fully naked. I was sweaty. It was horrible. And the only door that opened was onto the street. So I went to the street and I called for the nighttime receptionist on the bell like 20
What time
times.
was this?
This was like 2 a.m. on a
Right,
very
as
busy
pe-
road
as
in
people are
Sydney.
leaving.
And I'm like ringing it. And a little boy appears who's a nighttime receptionist who was terrified of me because I'm massive naked, sweating and crying basically. And he had to take me back to my room. And
stains on
definitely
your
by
leg.
the time I got to my room, I was like, that's embarrassing.
Okay,
Yeah.
first question.
No.
Why didn't you use the toilet in your room?
Obviously, I didn't know that. Obviously, that's just such a
I
stupid
mean, some
fucking
stupid question.
Why would someone ask me that?
But-
Because I was sleeping and I went for a walk.
You sleepwalk.
Apparently, yes.
You don't remember?
I've slept walk once before.
Oh wow.
Like I did it when I was younger a bit, and I did it. There's like a family story, and I have like vague flashes of this.
Holy
that
shit.
When I was younger, my mum used to insist on making us our clothes, right? So she made us.
Of course you did.
She
Good on
made
that.
me and my sister these like Victorian nightgowns, these
The
long
Anne Bauer School of
Victorian nightgowns.
Textiles.
But then when I was younger, I sleepwalked in on my dad in the bath. And because I wanted to go to the toilet, but
Oh my
like
God.
clearly he was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking creep?" And I was like 7 years old. I was asleep, but I think my eyes must have been like semi-open.
Oh, that's terrifying.
And I was like, obviously something was wrong in the bathroom that sort of like made me go like, what the fuck's happening here? So I just pissed on the floor like the kid from The Exorcist and walked out.
That's great.
Your head just
It's
did a
like
360.
The fucking creep. I've got the creepiest kid of all time.
I've
So,
never
like, I've
done
done
that.
it before, but I've never woken up naked, locked out of a hotel room with no phone and nothing. Like that is very frightening.
And was the embarrassment? What was the embarrassment that you were naked? That you pissed? Or,
Oh, everything. It's just that I'm naked,
Yeah.
I'm pissing, I'm locked out my room, someone has to come and help me.
How?
I felt that
Jeez.
was my first jolt of shame.
So there's not a camera. there's camera footage of you pissing.
This is the thing. I want the footage, not so I can put it anywhere, but just because I'm like, when the next morning I was like, how did I get to this? I've never been to this stairwell before. It was 4 doors away from my room. So like, God,
Jesus.
I really hope I went straight to that door, but there's a good chance. Like, how many doors did I try? Did I go for a walk?
Do you?
I remember waking up.
You remember? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whilst pissing.
Do you ever dream about pissing?
Standing up.
No, I've never. I don't think I've ever wet the bed. Like
You've
Even as a
never
kid?
wet the
Even
bed.
as a kid?
no, my brother was the bed wetter.
No, whoa.
What?
You can't just blame your brother.
I never wet the bed.
As a kid, that's bullshit.
I shit my pants
That's
at school
obvious.
once.
There we go.
No,
There we go. There we go.
but you have definitely wet the
Me
bed.
too.
I don't
actually.
think I've ever wet the bed in my life. That's one thing I never worry about when I'm drunk. Is wetting the bed or any of that.
You should
Sick
be
in the
worried
bed.
about going for a walk while you're drunk.
nude.
I quite often dream about pissing and then wake up
Pissing.
basically.
Yeah, that's fine as long as you're not
Interesting.
pissing the bed.
Is basically.
you wake
I
up-
wish I pissed the bed. Like, could you imagine how good that would be if I just pissed the bed and that was the story?
They should make beds with like water slides for your piss.
That would be
okay,
nice.
so you kind of sleep with your legs open.
Yeah, and then you can just
hang it
piss
there, right
like a
there.
catheter almost. Just piss.
Or we should remember to go to the toilet before we go to bed.
That's a very good point. There.
Yeah.
But you don't when you're getting hammered.
How much longer did you have to stay in Sydney for after that incident?
Thank God, one more night at the same
Oh,
hotel.
really?
Because could you imagine if I was there for like another? Because I'd already been there for 2 weeks.
The next-
like, oh, the shame.
When you woke up the next day, did you see the staff, or did you feel
I
like the
saw
staff?
but it wasn't the nighttime reception. Luckily, I used to work in a hotel, so I know that there's going to be a changeover.
Yeah.
But I also,
But they talked
I'm
about
not.
it.
Yeah,
There was a
I know
note
there's a
left.
WhatsApp group. I know there's
Yeah,
a WhatsApp
100%.
group.
100%.
And I know they're going to be like, you know that big girl in 221 took a slash in the corridor naked. Like, you know that CCTV has been passed around.
That is a great story.
It really is. God, that's it's so scary.
But luckily you're
When you
drunk
think
though,
about
so you can.
Yeah, I know, but like you're in a foreign country and you're naked.
But I think it's good that I don't feel shame immediately. Because I was telling Catherine Bohart this, and she's like, I don't know what I would do. I don't know whether I'd have the confidence to go onto the street and like scream into the bell for help. She's like, I think I would just jump from the highest floor,
Yeah.
or just become a stair person. Just give up, become a stair
look,
person.
stairs now.
I'd be like, yeah, why can I hang myself?
I'm
Wait,
like-
wait until the next fire incident.
I
for the door shut.
immediately
to
went
die.
on to search. I really was like, I need someone to help me because, like, I don't even if I got onto my floor again, I don't have a key for my room.
hang on, how
like,
new-
someone has to
How
come and
nude are
help
we
me.
talking?
How nude are we talking? How like nothing?
You sleep naked?
Yeah, fully naked.
Oh wow! Okay, fucking hell. Jeez, I don't never sleep fully naked. Weird one.
Well, fuck you, man.
But you don't wear trousers inside.
Yeah, I don't wear trousers inside. No, and
You
I'm
wear
proud of
trousers
it.
indoors.
I hate wearing trousers indoors. If you come to my house ever and I'm wearing trousers, just know there's a point of me that really wants to go. Can I just take it off?
He just wears boxers.
And I will
indoors.
not be coming round.
boxers and a vest.
Okay, well, it hasn't actually ruined sleeping naked for me. Also, it was very hot in Australia,
it's
and I didn't know how the aircon worked.
Yeah.
So, like, you know what? I don't have to justify myself.
Yeah,
I went for a piss in the wrong place. And who hasn't done that?
Exactly.
Who hasn't?
I got an Asbo
No,
for
I don't
doing
think I
that.
have. I think I've pissed normally where I'm supposed to piss.
I got
No.
an Asbo for pissing on a police station. We've talked about this.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, I thought he was a cool dude.
Why?
I didn't realize it was a police station.
Even though, woo!
Mine was an accident.
What's all that noise and sirens?
I was drunk.
No, yeah. I think it's drunk stuff. But even then, if I felt so ashamed, then I wouldn't have been able to solve it so quickly. The whole incident was probably less than 5 minutes. Because I
Yeah.
was like, so like, right, someone has to find me. It's better that it's just like one person who works here instead of like a random group of guys coming back in the middle of the night and like just waiting for them
Exactly.
to maybe.
There's so many
like,
ways that could have got worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many
Right?
ways that could have gone worse.
It was still pretty bad.
It's a naked drunk girl with piss on her leg.
It didn't help that he didn't say anything to me. Like, I was like, please help me. I'm naked. Can you come and get me? Can you please let me back into my room? I swear I'm staying here. And I was like, you'd assume he'd bring a towel or something with him. He didn't bring anything. And then walked me back up to the room. And I was like, I don't even know where the piss is. Like, because I was like,
He
so
just
panicked.
let you in without saying a word.
Yeah. He
No
was
worries.
clearly like,
Eyes
it
up.
was so obvious I wasn't lying that I was clearly staying there and clearly
Yeah.
had absolutely fucked it. And I was like, just chatting away because it's like, we can't walk naked in silence. That's too much awkwardness. I was
Walk
like,
naked in
no, because I've only
like,
got
yeah.
2 hands and I've got 3 things to cover. There's a lot going on, right?
Oh yeah.
And yeah.
Okay.
So I went for tits and back bum. And then, because it needs to dry. you know? And then and then we were like, oh God.
So wait, why?
And I was like, I bet it happens all the time. And he was like, never. That's the only thing he said.
I'll let you. I think I know what you're going to say. You say it.
It's like, so why? I don't understand. I understand you want to let it dry.
No, I'm joking. Obviously, I covered my minge. Yeah. I covered my tits and minge. I said back bum for like a bit of fun, but neither of you quite understood it.
No,
and
we
you both
took
thought
it-
that I was
we
walking
took it
around.
literally.
We took it literally.
You
We're like-
both, but what does that say about me that everyone assumes that I had my rat
You
out?
just told us you
Instead of
picked up
being
a
like,
piss
that's a
out.
joke. They're like, oh yeah, Helen had her rat out. That makes sense. That doesn't make me feel
I imagine
good.
you're walking, holding your ass and your tits, and you're talking to him about mundane shit.
Yes.
Like, you know the
You said
canteen.
that.
Please
Darren
give me
and
my
I-
dignity.
We took you at your word, and immediately looked at each other and go, hold on, there's a question to be asked here. And then, thank
I
you for
hate that there
clarifying.
was a question. I feel like
Thank
if
you
anyone
for
else said that,
clarifying.
you'd be like, what a silly joke.
Oh,
Man, I'm disgusting, aren't I?
You're not. I think that's absolutely fine.
Thank
I
you.
would not be embarrassed.
How
by
old were
that.
you when you shit yourself at school?
I was like 7.
Oh, shit, I did it later than you. Okay.
Oh, did you?
8,
Yeah.
yeah.
It went right through my trousers, ran onto my trainers, and just rolled out onto the floor. I just left it there like a mine.
Yeah, that is.
How did it roll out?
I don't know. I can't. I think I was wearing. You know, when you're a kid, you wear those pants that are like thongs, and I'm just like,
Sorry. Wait
Wait a second.
Well, wait. This is a detail that we've never had.
you know, pants how tight they go right up your ass crack when you're a kid, like white.
Y fronts?
Yeah, but they're right
Okay, so I thought you were wearing a thong. Right, okay.
Oh no, I wasn't that kinky.
Hold on, so you were wearing, but why fronts? They're like they cover your ass.
Yeah.
I don't
If
know.
anything, it'd be better than
Better.
a boxer because it's
Covered.
compact.
It's like a.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I pulled the side of it and just let it out.
Oh, boys
What
are fucking
the fuck?
minging.
I shat my pants royally, and they called my mom.
Oh,
Which is more
babe.
plastic bags.
Brought the plastic bags in there,
Yeah.
which is rough when you take a shit so bad they're like, we need to get the parents in.
Mate.
Yeah.
Did you cry?
No, I felt shame though because it was in class and my mum was holding up like an evidence
Yeah.
bag of toilet roll and
Your mum came
pants.
in the class.
Mum had to come in the class and
Couldn't they just put like? At
Why-
our
well,
school,
yeah, why
like
were
I
you
think
waiting
if
in
kids
the
wet
corridor?
themselves, it was nurse's office.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't remember. But no, I remember vividly my mum being in the class because she had to talk to the teacher and I think I was just outside.
But why did they not talk to her in the corridor?
in a shit
They
wearing?
wanted to embarrass you.
Probably. And
Do you do anything embarrassing when you're drunk?
No,
You've never really had any stories about that.
DM people, don't you?
Okay. Alice with
Do you
the
actually?
fire. I'll just hold it.
I think you can just hold it.
I think I've no, not really, not too bad.
No.
I'm not like a
Who
Lowry.
do you DM?
Always DM some people.
I've DM'd.
Oh, well, like chuckle fuckers or?
No.
like sugar babes.
Yeah, once
He's the chuckle fucker.
I've won.
You DM'd which Heidi, Keisha?
He's the
Mucha?
chuckle fucker.
Jade?
Keisha's been ongoing. I've tried that. I also DM'd on New Year's Eve.
Ongoing.
One time.
Oh my God.
It was New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I was at the house on my own.
Yeah.
Wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, 2 years. 2 years.
It was. I DM'd this person at approximately about 12:15, which means it was really sad.
Yeah.
And
This whole thing's already really sad.
yeah, it was. I'll give you a clue. X Factor.
Yeah.
She won the X Factor.
Leona Lewis.
No, but not too long after that.
Alexandra Burke. It's the bad boys always keeping my mind away.
Have you left unseen or did you get a reply?
No, I think I woke up the next morning and deleted
Unsent
it,
it.
but I left it because no one who's checking their DMs at midnight. But I think that just shows
You, apparently.
that just shows how lonely and sad. Because in my head I was like,
What did you message her?
I can't remember.
She's a
Yes, she
goddess.
can.
I saw her live once.
It's a
She's
new
incredible.
year or
Remember,
something
can't
like that.
remember.
I was just trying. You know when you slide into someone's DMs?
No.
Well, when you slide in someone's DMs, you never go, "Oh, you're really sexy. I want to go on a date." That doesn't work. You just kind of have to go, "Hey, been a fan for a while. Oh, this is really bad." You go, "Oh yeah, I think you're really fun." And you never
By
make.
the way, this is not advice.
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
listening,
It's
don't.
all right if you're just messaging someone saying, like, I'm a fan, like, just want to say,
Well,
like,
there is
congrats to
ulterior
her.
motives.
But if they're just saying that, that's fine. But don't do it to try and get something else.
Oh
from
yeah,
it.
yeah. No, I was doing it to try and get
Oh,
something
Darren,
else.
you fucking idiot.
Have people not like DM'd you and been like,
Didn't quite work.
I want to go out with you or whatever?
I've
yeah,
had a few
yeah.
of them.
Never going to work.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had a few of them.
According to an article in Cosmopolitan, if you're sliding into somebody's DMs on social media, the best first message to send is one that comments or asks a question about something specific on their profile.
Yeah, they hate that because people do that. They like say like they ask something that like they could know the answer to, but they're just trying to get like a conversation going. Like, hey, I'm just wondering, like, are you gigging in Birmingham ever? And it's like, yeah, I just put up saying I was gigging in Birmingham on this night. Don't get me into a conversation with some,
I fucking hate that.
And it's always like a guy who's like commented on like 20 of your pictures the day before, and it's like, it's just like, what do you want from me?
I've had to limit that because sometimes, you know, when you go on a liking spree of photos, but it's like 2 a.m. I always forget, they can see the time.
Right, you need to like not be on your phone.
Darren's going to slide into Alexandra Burke's and being like, hey, you see that?
She's married now, she's got a baby.
You see that seafood soup you had in Alicante? Ever want to share it?
Never do that.
Yeah, she had a baby now, so that's all done.
Yeah, because just remember that if people want to date you...
What do you mean it's done? It was never on.
Darren, if people want to date you, you can find them on a dating site when they're there to date.
You know what? Sometimes on social, we've all met people on the.
Have you ever hooked up with a fan? That's a yes. Have you ever hooked up with a fan?
No.
Really?
Someone who was like, I did date a while, a guy who he knew who I was and he was into comedy, but I wouldn't say he was like my fan.
Oh, isn't that the worst thing when you meet someone who's into comedy and all the comedians they like you hate?
Oh, actually, no, I did once go out with a guy and we only slept together once. And as we were going to bed, like after, he was like, I usually have something on when I go to bed. And I was like, me too. I always have a podcast, like, shove on whatever you want in the background. He was like, oh God. It was so awful. We had like a single bed. It was so awful. So two of us there was in the height of summer. And he put on like one-liners from Mock the Week. You know, from those rounds. Where they come on and they do like, you know, like worst things to hear. And there's like compilations. And he'd listen to that going to bed. So I'd be there. I was just like there, naked, like super sweaty, like so drunk. I was like, I'm going to be sick. And all I could hear was like Rhys James and Maisie Adam. And like,
what a weird way to sleep.
So
Jesus Christ.
What a horrendous way to sleep.
Oh my God. And then I did a throw up at his. Yeah. Then I threw up like 2 hours later.
Oh, did you?
I was so drunk.
You just couldn't put up with the Mock the Week stuff.
Oh, actually, this is quite embarrassing. Okay. Maybe I have got more shame. So I was like, wait, so he was like a big drinker and I like drinking and I can hold my liquor, but he was like, I was matching him pint for pint.
Right.
And if I get shit-faced, I don't usually do pints, I do wine. So like it was just hitting me different. And we were lying there. And I've stopped doing this the last 2 years. This is like just before that. Because I think I'm in my 30s now. I can't keep going back to guys who have single beds up against the wall. Because it's dehuman. It's not good, right? It's just sad.
No headboard. Just a
Yeah.
Do you ask for a picture of the bed first before?
It's
funny.
just, you can tell. And I just
funny.
didn't think I was worth anything. So I was like, yeah, sure, single bed, that'll fucking do. I'm a big lass. They're usually quite big guys. Like, it's not working.
Single bed, one pillow.
And then, yes.
Yeah.
And like, if you're lucky, a pillowcase, but probably not. Like, it's not good, you know? Like, it's bad.
No.
And we've been drinking, and I was like, I was against the wall, like, I don't mind, this is lovely. And, you know, I've already pretended to come. I'm tired. I'm listening to Mock the Week. I'm not in the mood. And I'm like, this is just, you know, do you know what I mean? I've got like dick in my, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just there like, and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to vomit. I feel so sick. So I need to like climb over his body to get to the bathroom. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to run to the bathroom. And I was like, oh my God, as I get to the toilet, I don't have a chance to close the door behind me. So I bend over, went, and at the same time I farted. So it was like 2 ends exploding. And then I called up my friend and I left his immediately. And I was like, called up my friend the next morning and I was like, okay, I was naked. I threw up and farted at the same time. And I turned over and he would like woken up and was like eyes open, just like asshole in his face. And she was like, it sounds like a horse. Like it sounds like a sick horse. Like I sort of galloped out the room like,
Oh my God.
And that was one where it was like, it was just very like, we're never going to see each other again. Like, there's no coming back from that, right? Shout out if you're listening.
That is
you know who you are.
I think that is the perfect place to end the podcast this week.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that felt like the perfect place to end the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Absolutely perfect.
But I'm not doing that anymore. Now it's double beds.
Double beds.
double beds,
Or
pillowcases.
1.5. I'm not going to be a bitch about it.
Pillowcase,
Yeah.
mattress
Small
topper.
doubles.
Treat yourself.
Ideally, pillow. I'm not going to.
What about bunk?
It's fine. Yeah, bunk fun. Fun. Yeah.
Helen, thank you so much for
A
doing the
joy
podcast.
as I expected it to be.
Fuck me.
Thanks for having me. I feel
do
really
follow
pretty.
Helen on all the usual socials. Helen Bauer.
What's your social media?
Helen Bauer. HELENBABAUER.
And Trusty Hogs podcast. Give that a listen as well. You got a YouTube channel. and whatnot, right?
TRUSTYHOGS.
Boom. And you're on
Boom.
tour. Awesome.
And I'm on tour.
Do go and see Helen. She's very
You
funny.
must. You really
And
must.
July 13th, did you say?
July 13th. Oh my God, yes. If you can go on YouTube on July 13th and watch a special, apparently it makes a really big difference. People watch it in the first couple of days.
We'll do shares.
So if you can, oh my God, please
We'll all
do.
do shares, yeah.
Please, that'd be so sweet. Yeah, watch me
Sure thing.
dance around in my ball gown talking about, well,
It'll be great.
I won't tell you what it's about, but it should be shameful, but it's
Your
not.
but it's your award-nominated show, isn't it?
Yes.
There you
Also, big up Anne Bauer.
Yeah, big
two,
up Helen
two out
Bauer.
of three of you are award-nominated.
I know, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Did you not get nominated?
Never.
Do you feel
Anyway, thank you for listening to the Shameless of this podcast. Do give us 5-star reviews. Keep sharing the clips. Keep sharing the podcast. We're growing. We're getting there. Eshaan, any parting words?
Thank you for listening. I've never been nominated for an award.
Bye.
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 Shame is delicious. Shame is delicious. Making bad decisions. Shame is delicious. Making bad decisions.